सत श्री अकाल जी सारा नु होर की हाल चाल। सो वेलकम बैक इन आवर अनदर वीडियो अबाउट ऑस्ट्रेलिया अपडेट। सो फाइनली वी आर बैक विद आवर अनदर वीडियो। तो भाई साहब इस वीडियो में ऐसी अपडेट सुनाने जा रहा हूँ ऑस्ट्रेलिया के रिगार्डिंग, ऑस्ट्रेलिया के बॉर्डर्स को रिगार्डिंग, जिससे सुन के आपका मन खुश हो जाएगा एकदम। तो अब तक की सबसे बिगेस्ट हिंट मिली कि जो इंटरनेशनल बॉर्डर्स हैं वो 15 तारीख को खुल रहे हैं। तो इस वीडियो में हम उसी के बारे में बात करेंगे। और जिन्होंने अब तक चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो यार ये वीडियो देखने के बाद चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर कर देना, क्योंकि आपका भाई आपके लिए सबसे बढ़िया न्यूज यहाँ पर लाता रहता है, वो भी सबसे पहले। तो चलिए बढ़ते हैं वीडियो की तरफ।
So that reopening, from what the Prime Minister is saying, December 15, on track?
Yes, on track. All the signs are very, very positive. Obviously, National Cabinet will meet on Friday, but everything we're seeing from this new variant points to the fact that we should be able to progress on the 15th, which is wonderful news for Australia's tourism industry, wonderful news for universities, wonderful news for all those businesses looking for that workforce that's really going to help springboard us out of the pandemic. So, very good news.
Well, you know, as Trade Minister, of course, very keenly, one of the biggest exports we have is international students using our university sector. Are you worried about the labour market scarring in that sector, having lost a lot of jobs during the pandemic?
I think what we'll see is international students come back, and the pace of them coming back I think will be quite significant. Everything that I'm hearing is that there's still strong demand there. It was a $40 billion export sector, significant export earner for us, but also significant in terms of our CBDs when it comes to Sydney and Melbourne in particular, Brisbane, in terms of driving economic activity. So it's very important we can get them back for those reasons, and also how they help with our workforce. Their ability to be able to work 20 hours a fortnight. We've obviously changed that, it's up to 40 hours a fortnight now. So we want to make sure that they can also help, especially with our hospitality industry, to fill those vacancies that we're seeing there. I mean, one of the biggest bits of feedback since Queensland made the great decision to reopening is tourism businesses there once again looking for workers to make sure they can meet the demand that we know will be there. I announced today Tourism Research Australia are forecasting domestic tourism. We will be back to pre-pandemic levels in domestic tourism by next financial year. So all the signs are there for a very strong rebound.
Yeah, people want to get out and about, there's no doubt on that. Now, the skills shortage, though, is huge, isn't it, right now? We're seeing the labour market tighten. You talk to any business, I know you do, and I certainly have that feedback as well. They just can't get staff. And it's not just hospitality, we're talking skilled workers as well. This is a huge productivity question.
It's a big challenge, but we have to remember, Kieran, really great challenge to have. We've been through a recession. Normally what you see at the end of recessions, especially in that youth unemployment segment, is it takes a long time for us to be able to drive unemployment down again. But we're going to have unemployment with a 4 in front of it. So we've met the challenge of making sure we've taken the workforce through, with us through the pandemic. But you're right, now the big challenge is to make sure that we can get the skills we need and the workers we need to really drive that growth out of the pandemic. And that's why opening up safely and making sure working holiday maker visa holders who will come back in next Wednesday on the 15th, international students, our ag visa workforce, that'll all help us deal with that challenge, as well as what we're seeing through our investments in apprenticeships, they're at record levels, and also the other skills training that's going.